So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Here's Williams to return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On this stage, conference.
Here we go. 180! Hey, watch the ball.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This is caught by Williams. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Williams. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180! Hey, gun.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for 28 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little... And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting...
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career.
Here we go. 180!
58, come on. Target, 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 target.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Here's this out for Matthews. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 70. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a real...
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's complete to Williams.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook.
Here we go. 180.
59. It's our time. It's our time.
They start the second half here with Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season. Today, as you can see. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense.
Here we go.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of... Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 81 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now you talk about the dominating rushing. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here I come.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, T, let's all right, T.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's Williams on the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Here's Williams to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there. looking to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding? Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Williams. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play it down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I left him undefeated, top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. It's the young